I remember when we used to see electric cars back in the day on Top Gear, and they were more of an eyesore than anything else. Ugh, they were disgusting. But the EV industry has come a long way since then. The designs have improved and their reliability has improved as well. What we have here today is the MG4, a compact small EV that is 1,000 times more good looking than what I ever mentioned earlier. Starting from the front, it has an aggressive design that is sort of similar to what we see in aircrafts. The futuristic looking headlights that are using LED technology as well as DRLs are combined with the small pillar of LED that is for decorative purposes. And in the middle down here we have an active grille. You can't see it at the moment, but when it needs to cool down the batteries, it'll open the flaps to let air in, and when it doesn't need it anymore, it'll shut it off to improve aerodynamics on the road. And continuing with the aerodynamics theme, we have the 17-inch wheels that are designed in a very aerodynamic way, again, to improve efficiency. In the side profile, there isn't much to talk about this combination of red and white, which gives it a bit of a sporty look, especially when you look at the side mirrors and then down here on the side skirts and part of the doors as well. And when you make your way slowly to the back, you can see how they sculpted the car, especially with this huge taillight that starts from here, goes all the way to the other side. And then they added these nice two spoilers. While in the middle you have this small slab of LED pattern design. And at night it looks unreal. From the back you have a better view of the double spoiler over here, where you have two different concaves for the air to go through. And at the bottom you have this plastic decorative diffuser over here. There are a few things you have to keep in mind though. For starters, the user manual does a poor job of telling you how things work, which means you'll have to rely on external sources such as YouTube and, funny enough, the MG forum. You will do quite a lot of research, because that is what I did when I first sat in the car. The sat-nav, for example, was not activated, and I had to do quite a lot of research until I found some people in the forum that mentioned the proper procedure of how to activate it. When I got home last night, I was looking for a button to turn off the car, and I couldn't find one. So again, through the forums, I found out that in order to turn off the car while you're sitting in it, you have to put it in park, go to vehicle settings, safety, and then power off. When it comes to driving the MG4, it's quite a lovely car to take around the city. At the moment it's fully charged and it's giving me 414 kilometers of combined range. That is of course in the eco mode. If I switch it to normal or sport, that number goes down to 350. However, the driving itself can be customized for your own liking. For starters, when it comes to the feedback of the steering wheel, you can adjust it to one of three levels. You could either go from light to medium to heavy. And then, since it is an electric vehicle, it does have the regenerative braking, which means that every time you take your foot off the throttle pedal, the electric motor will do the braking, and it's going to regenerate some electricity out of that friction. That also is customizable. You could choose the intensity of how much the engine or the electric motor would brake. Of course, the more intense it is, the more electricity it can regenerate, and the less intense it is, the less electricity it can generate. The acceleration of the MG4 is quite good as well, meaning you're not going to suffer a lot on the highway, and especially when it comes to overtaking people. But that is kind of a given since it is an electric vehicle, which means you get the torque instantly. The ride itself is comfortable as well. The shock absorbers do exactly what they're meant to do. They eat up most of the bumps on the road, and a thick tire profile helps with the comfort as well. Mind you, the seats also play a part into this, which are made of both leather and fabric. There are quite a few safety features as well that help you on the road, or more correctly, to be honest, they are driver assists, such as collision mitigation systems, as well as the lane keeping assist and the blind spot indicator. The lane keeping assist is not as aggressive as some of the cars that we tested on this channel. If you are approaching the dotted line on the sides, it will indicate that with a beep, and then it's gonna pull the steering wheel gently to center you back in the middle. The AC system is one of the best I've seen fit in an MG. It's actually quite good. At the moment, the temperature outside is 42 degrees Celsius, and it is set at 1. It's not freezing, but it is comfortable at the moment. keep in mind that the car is not tinted apart from the rear windows, which come in tinted from factory. However, there is one thing that I dislike about the AC system. It's the controls. We have a habit on this channel where we praise every car manufacturer that leaves AC controls as physical buttons that you can choose, and over here that is not the case. You only get a single button which either turns on or off. If you want to adjust anything else, it's there on the small screen, and that will take your eyes off the road and distract you. The car comes with heated steering wheel and heated seats as well. The only thing I wish for, especially in a country that is quite hot all year round, if those heated seats were changed for cooling seats. I can see that the car is catching a lot of people's attention on the road. I mean, to be fair, it is an attention seeker with that exterior design. And using the cruise control was another thing that I had to watch a YouTube video to understand how to operate it. So in the end, to summarize it, the MG4 is quite a good daily driver, especially if you live in a country like Dubai, where the infrastructure can support electric vehicles. Now, unfortunately, this time I don't have any prices to share with you, but what I can tell you is that the prices in the UK for the MG4 are starting from £30,000, and they can go up to £50,000 from what I've seen online. So this can give you a rough estimate or a rough idea of what the pricing is gonna be around here. However, once we have the prices, we are going to post them on our website, YallaMotor.com, so be sure to go and check it out. So again, depending on the price, this can be a solid choice for the average family in Dubai, especially a family that is looking forward to jump on the EV hype. But as always, we want to hear your own opinions on the matter, so let us know down in the comments below, and if you like this episode, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and check out some of our other reviews. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.